Good morning, students. I hope you are doing good. Today we are going to start with the Accounting Standard 13, but before starting Accounting Standard 13, let's quickly revise remaining part of the Accounting Standard 10. That is the cessation of the accounting depreciation. Sorry, we have to see the depreciation part. We have finished with the revaluation part in the last session. But before starting any session, first we will quickly revise names of all accounting standards. So those students who are very new in this process, means those who have never answered, raise your hand. Yes, it's a request to all of you. Those students who never answered, raise your hand for accounting standards. Otherwise, I will ask to old students only. Bhuneshwari, Charumati ji, Deepak, Mahi Malhotra. Okay, chalo. So Mahi, yes beta, unmute yourself. हाँ,
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
good morning. चलिए बोलिए.
Okay, sir. AS1 is disclosure of accounting policies. AS2 is valuation of inventory. AS3 is cash flow statement. AS4 is contingencies and events occurring at the balance sheet date. AS5 is net profit, loss for the period, prior period items and changes in accounting policies. AS7 is construction contracts. AS9 is revenue recognition. AS10 is property, plant and equipment. AS11 is the effects of changes in foreign exchange rates. AS12 is accounting for government grants. AS13 is accounting for investments. AS14 is accounting for amalgamation. AS15 employee benefits. AS16 borrowing costs. AS17 segment reporting. AS18 related party disclosures. AS19 leases. AS20 earning per share. AS21 consolidated financial statement. AS22 accounting for tax on income. AS23 accounting for
Investment.
investments in associates in consolidated financial statements. AS24 discontinuing operation. AS25 interim financial reporting. AS26 intangible assets. AS27 financial reporting of interest on joint ventures. AS28 is impairment of assets. AS29 provisions, contingent liabilities and contingent assets.
वेरी गुड. कहाँ से हो आप?
Sir, I'm from Delhi.
क्या बात है, मस्त बताया एकदम आपने.
Thank you,
हैव यू
sir.
रिटन योर 100 पेजेस बुक?
हाँ जी सर.
पूरा कंप्लीट है?
हाँ जी सर. 400 पेजेस भी कंप्लीट है एंड 100 पेजेस भी कंप्लीट है.
व्हेन इज योर एग्जाम?
सो May 2025.
ओके.
हाँ जी
आज तक आंसर्स क्यों नहीं दिए थे फिर, इतना अच्छे
सर.
से आता है तो?
एक्चुअली सर मेरे को ना नेटवर्क इशू रहता है, तो मैं आपके सारे लेक्चर्स ना यूट्यूब पे अटेंड करती हूँ.
तो आज पहली बार इधर आया आप?
सर मैं आई हूँ एक दो बार और मैंने आंसर देने की कोशिश भी करी है, बट नेटवर्क इशू की वजह से ना हमेशा डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं, तो इस वजह से.
तो वाईफाई अच्छा स्ट्रांग बैठा दीजिए, मतलब आप जूम पे एंजॉय कर पाओगी. इससे कॉन्फिडेंस
हाँ
बढ़ेगा
जी
आपका.
हाँ
चलिए,
जी सर.
ओके, वेरी गुड. लास्ट
थैंक यू
सेशन में कहाँ तक कंप्लीट किया था हमने?
सर. एक सेकेंड अभी देखती हूँ. सर हमारा डेप्रिसिएशन रह रहा है इस टाइम में. हमने लास्ट.
ओके, आई टोल्ड यू टू राइट डेप्रिसिएशन
हाँ जी
पार्ट.
सर मैंने करा है. सर हमारे ये चेंजेस इन एग्जिस्टिंग डिकमीशन रिस्टोरेशन एंड अदर लायबिलिटीज, ये वाला पोर्शन कंप्लीट हो गया था.
एंड रिवैल्यूएशन कॉन्सेप्ट भी कंप्लीट हुई थी ना?
हाँ जी सर. रिटायरमेंट्स भी और डी रिकॉग्निशन भी. यस यस.
रिवैल्यूएशन में क्या होता है? इफ एसेट गोज अपवर्ड रिवैल्यूएशन होता है तो हम लोग किसको डेबिट क्रेडिट करते हैं? याद है कुछ? यस. माही भूल गई. चलो हार्दिक बता दीजिए.
हाँ जी सर. सर अगर पहले तो गुड मॉर्निंग सर. सर अगर हमारा एसेट रिवैल्यू हो रहा है अपवर्ड्स, तो एसेट को डेबिट करेंगे, रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट को क्रेडिट कर देंगे.
एंड लॉस हुआ तो?
लॉस होगा तो सर, अगर बाई चांस हमारे पास पहले से रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व पड़ा है, तो जो भी एसेट होगा उसको तो पहले तो हम फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल उसको तो हम क्रेडिट कर देंगे. फिर उसके बाद रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व पड़े तो रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व को डेबिट कर देंगे. जो बैलेंसिंग फिगर होगा वो पीएनएल से चला जाएगा, डेबिट से.
ठीक है. क्या किया 2 दिन में आपने हार्दिक?
सर सर काम करो और क्या करना था।
हाँ
सारा बैठ के रिवाइज कर रहा था और क्या करना था। एक
ओके।
के सारे सब्जेक्ट्स एक एक करके सारा कुछ रिवाइज करा।
सारे सब्जेक्ट्स को रिवाइज किया 2 days
जी
में।
सर।
टाइम पास कितना किया?
सर थोड़ी देर बस टीवी देखा था, बाकी तो सारा टाइम पढ़ाई कर रहा था।
गुड।
थोड़ी देर
और
मतलब
दशहरा,
हाफ एन आवर।
दशहरा का कुछ टाइम पास नहीं किया आपने?
नहीं सर।
चलो बहुत बढ़िया। मैच नहीं देखा?
नहीं सर।
चलो अच्छा है बात। हाँ जी। गुड। यस। सो यू कैन सी डेडिकेशन ऑफ हार्दिक। Genuinely बताओ, how many of you have studied in last 2 days? So irrespective of your holidays, you studied full day. तांबेश्वरी, ईशा, अनिरुद्ध, वैष्णवी। अरे वाह। Next 4 months, no festival and nothing. Remember, only study. If you have some dreams, after CA, I won't say ki now do study, but this type of dedication is required. Now it's a time of festival seasons, Diwali, Dashera. But students, you have to ignore each and every festival now. Depreciation we are going to see now today, concept number 5. Now actually, I'm going to start with some revisions. Okay, so depreciation from today. So you have to attend it properly. Revision sessions last 10 minutes. First 5 chapters. I will give you some, in advance. This chapter I'm going to take it in the revision. So we'll do some quick revisions at the end of the session. Okay, quick revision session. Depreciation is nothing but why depreciation? Okay, why depreciation? Because suppose if I'm recording in the balance sheet, see this balance sheet is not allowed in company's balance sheet. This is only for understanding purpose. Liability, asset, and in P&L this is expenses and income. This is a profit and loss account. Now I'm recording my asset at rupees 100. Okay, so मैं मेरे asset को 100 rupees पे record कर रहा हूँ. And now I'm going to do, I'm going to take depreciation every year. Depreciation, how we have to calculate this guidance. Depreciation is nothing but it's a reduction in the amount of the asset. This is the estimated amount. This is not the fixed amount because we are never known what is the amount of depreciation every year. See, why we are not aware about this figure? Because remember, depreciation is divided over useful life of the asset. Now there are two concepts: useful life and economic life. Useful life and economic life, I will give the example in very simple way. Now for Sanket sir and Daksh, okay, Daksh yesterday means that was very bad experience of mine. Daksh, official son, I already explained you. So Daksh, I asked him, what is dad's importance in your life? So he answered me, कि papa pesa, money. Okay. And that was, I will say कि इमोशनल अटैचमेंट बिकॉज होता है डैड और नॉर्मली डैड सन में इमोशनल अटैचमेंट होती है. बट वो लाइक कि उसने पहला प्रायोरिटी क्या दिया, पापा पैसा कमा के लाते हैं. तो ठीक है, इट्स जोक पार्ट. बट इकोनॉमिक लाइफ is what, how many years dad is going to earn. So up to 50 years age or 60 years age is the economic life. But what is useful life for him of dad? Okay, up to when he is going to become 18 years, after that he will become independent, and then dad is not useful to him. Okay, So he is going to earn on by he is going to earn. So useful life is up to 18 years. And that's economic life. Might be up to retirement, after 60 also. For him, no. So now he is of 10, I think 10 or 11. So for useful life for him is 7 years. And economic life might be next 25 years. Next 25 years. So that is the basic difference between useful life and economic life. Economic life is asset is giving you money, and useful life is maximum time what you are going to. Normally, economic life is less than the useful life. Normally, for asset, useful life is less than, economic life is less than their useful life. Okay. If you bought some asset, you are given it on the rent or you are using it. You are fetching some income from this. So that is called as the economic life. Okay. So, sir, when we see economic life in lease accounting, when we are going to calculate lease accounting, we will see economic life in AS19. Within some days, we are going to start with the accounting standard 19. But what is a useful life? Useful life is, though it is not giving you money, but it is useful for you. That is called as useful life. And depreciation we provide over useful life and not economic life. You got the difference? Okay. So यूजफुल लाइफ एंड इकोनॉमिक लाइफ में क्या डिफरेंस होता है? यूजफुल लाइफ मतलब जितने साल हम लोग एसेट को यूज करना चाहते हैं, इकोनॉमिक लाइफ मतलब उसमें से पैसा कमाते हैं. तो ये स्टैंडर्ड में हम लोग कौन सा वैल्यू देख रहे हैं? तो वी आर गोइंग टू सी यूजफुल लाइफ. So depreciation amount is nothing but it is allocated or systematic basis over its useful life. Now systematic basis is very important. Now what is depreciable amount? Depreciable amount means cost minus residual value. Okay. So now what is the residual value? You already written this, no? 400 pages के book में. You already written all these notes. Depreciable amount देखते हैं. Today I am going to start with the fresh accounting standard 13 after this explanation. We have to solve some illustrations of S10 that I am going to take at 9 o'clock. First, I will start with complete with the depreciation part of the standard and retirement disposal, and then we are going to start with the fresh accounting standard 13. So after 10-15 minutes, we will start with the fresh accounting standard. So what is depreciable amount? It is nothing but it is a cost minus residual value. What is residual value? Residual value is what is the scrap value that you are going to receive. What is the cost? Cost is what you expended. You already know the cost, that purchase price, directly attributable expenses, plus other cost also. What we have already solved some questions. So once you calculated cost, that is the property, plant and equipment when you are going to record it. If you go by the revaluation model, then your depreciation is getting changed. On revalued amount, you are going to calculate. Okay, but here we will follow first cost model. Okay, we'll try to understand this is a cost model. So cost model is nothing but today's expenditure. Sometimes it might happen that you have additions to that. Additions to that means when you are going to fulfill that two criteria. Future economic benefit will flow to the enterprise and reliability of the cost can be measured. Okay. So after that, that is a cost. Normally it incurred today. And what is the residual value? Residual value means amount which you recovered after selling the asset. That is normally in the future. So now don't apply financial management over here. Cost what you are going to earn, because financial management we see present value factors. In normally accounting part, ACE part, we never calculate. Sometimes we calculate present value. But here, while calculating depreciation, we are not going to calculate present value. So cost minus residual value we are going to calculate. That is called as depreciable amount. हम लोग उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Depreciable amount. Depreciable amount मतलब क्या? जो मेरे जेब से जाएगा माइनस जो आएगा उसका difference. What you are going to recover? Realizable value. And cost is you are spending it. Recoverable value, residual value, you are going to earn it. So therefore it is deducted. And this is called as depreciable amount. Any difficulty? No. Now this has to be divided over useful life, but there must be some systematic basis. No, वहां पे कुछ तो systematically करना पड़ेगा कि मन में आए वैसा इस साल ये depreciation उस साल वो depreciation is not allowed. So there must be some systematic basis, and systematic basis is nothing but method of depreciation. Now how are you going to record it? You are going to deduct it from the asset because it's a reduction in the asset's value, and second one, you are going to record it in the expenditure side. Where are you going to record it? On the expenditure side. So depreciation यहाँ से minus करोगे मुन्ना, and where are you going to record it? On the depreciation on the expenses side. Okay, but this is the estimated amount. It should be reviewed as per each financial year. Now what is fixed cost? Cost you never estimate. Residual value, yes, you are going to estimate residual value. Useful life, you are going to estimate. So estimations, and when there are estimations, you are going to review every year. Got the concept? Yes, sir. Now, how are you going to divide it? Depreciation. Students, foundation students already studied this. Okay, those who are from foundation, you already studied this. मेरे साथ ही आपने किया होगा या माइट भी आपने किसी और फैकल्टी से किया होगा, पर फाउंडेशन के बच्चों ने ये ऑलरेडी स्टडी किया हुआ है. इट इज वेरी सिंपल. ओके, now depreciation methods, straight line method. So now method selection is also very difficult in real life. Normally in income tax we follow diminishing balance method. In income tax we follow diminishing balance method. But in accounting we follow all methods. Okay, straight line method when you are going to follow when your asset gives you consistent result every year. Okay, you can produce every year same amount of production, and normally it doesn't happen. आप सेम चीज को इक्वली प्रोड्यूस करते हो, सेम चीज को इक्वली प्रोड्यूस करते हो तो वेरी गुड बेटा नीतीश, वेरी गुड. आप सेम चीज को इक्वली प्रोड्यूस करते हो तो इसको बोलते हैं स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन. एंड व्हेन यू आर not producing in the equal annually, if you are not producing annually equal amount and your asset is performing year after year giving less performance, then diminishing balance method. See, now tell me, your mobile, when you bought that mobile, it was giving you the best performance, means speed was good, battery life was good. So you have to charge it after might be one day. But now, beta, after certain years, whether your mobile is giving you the same performance, no. And therefore, we are going to follow diminishing balance method. कौन सा मेथड फॉलो करेंगे हम लोग? डिमिनिशिंग बैलेंस मेथड. यस सर. यूनिट्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, next method, units of production. Now see, suppose now suppose here I'm using one projector. Already you know what is projector. Now projector performance is not basically depending on useful life, that is the years, but life is depending on production, sorry, not production, depending on the hours for which I'm using that project. Normally 3000 to 3500 hours is life of that projector. So it is not defined in the years, but it is defined in the number of hours. Okay. So that machine hours or units of production, so it is not depending on the life of the asset. It is depending on the units that it is producing. And therefore we are using the method units of production. Remember. So straight line method of depreciation, production is same. Diminishing balance method, annually your asset is not giving you the same performance year after year. If you are getting the same performance year after year, it will be straight line. So you can write over there, same performance year after year. No same performance year after year. Units of production depending on the units produced. And revenue based standard. Now, what is revenue based? Revenue based means what? How much you are earning from that asset, in that way you are going to distribute it, and it is not allowed. Okay, revenue based, we never use revenue based. So how much I earn from that asset, in that ratio I will divide the asset life. Okay, so I will divide the depreciation. Okay, so it is not allowed. ध्यान में रखना. So straight line method, diminishing balance method, units of production, and revenue based. These are 4 ways, but revenue based is not allowed. Why? Because depreciation is always a cost of the asset and not you are earning from it. Okay, so revenue based standard is not allowed. These 3 methods are there. किसी ने लिखा है, एक बार हिंदी में समझा दीजिए, जल्दी से समझ लीजिए डेप्रिसिएशन मेथड क्या होती है. तो डेप्रिसिएशन मेथड मतलब क्या, कि आपको यूजफुल लाइफ ऑफ द ओवर द एसेट, ये यूजफुल लाइफ कैसे यूज करना है उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग मेथड्स ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन. ओके, सो डेप्रिसिएशन मतलब कॉस्ट जो आपके जेब से जाएगा, रेसिडुअल वैल्यू जो जेब में आएगा, तो उतना आप डिफरेंस जो है उसको बोलते हैं डेप्रिसिएबल अमाउंट. उसको ओवर द पीरियड मतलब कितने साल में, 5 साल 8 साल, उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं यूजफुल लाइफ. इकोनॉमिक लाइफ नहीं कंसिडर करना है. डेप्रिसिएशन मेथड जो होती है वो 3 टाइप की डेप्रिसिएशन मेथड्स होती है. एक होती है स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड, डिमिनिशिंग बैलेंस मेथड, एंड यूनिट्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मेथड. स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड जो होती है वो क्या होती है, तो ईयर आफ्टर ईयर यू आर गिविंग द सेम परफॉर्मेंस, तो इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं सेम परफॉर्मेंस ईयर आफ्टर ईयर. तो कंसिस्टेंसी से मतलब वो एसेट जो है ना, वो पहले साल में जो परफॉर्मेंस देती थी वही दूसरे साल में. भाई ऐसे एसेट होती नहीं है नॉर्मली, बहुत कम एसेट्स होती है. इनकम टैक्स में इसीलिए डब्ल्यूडीबी मेथड को बढ़ावा दिया गया है पर कंपनीज अकाउंट्स में ये स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड को फॉलो किया गया है. इनकम टैक्स नॉर्मली डब्ल्यूडीबी मेथड यूज करता है, पर कंपनी अकाउंट जो होता है ना, कंपनी अकाउंट और ये इसमें हम लोग देखेंगे डेप्रिसिएशन में बेटा फर्क होता है. कंपनी एक्ट में अलग रेट ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन दिए गए हैं एंड इनकम टैक्स रेट ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन अलग होता है. तो स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन के हिसाब से आप लोग कैलकुलेट करोगे तो आपको ये समझ में आना है कि ईयर आफ्टर ईयर हमें सेम परफॉर्मेंस मिलेगा. पर याद रखना डिमिनिशिंग बैलेंस मेथड में क्या होता है, ईयर आफ्टर ईयर जो होता है ना वो सेम परफॉर्मेंस नहीं मिलता है. इसीलिए आप लोग क्या करते हो, डिमिनिशिंग बैलेंस मेथड करते हो. तो उसमें जो एसेट होती है, अभी यहाँ पे कैसे कैलकुलेट किया जाएगा, 100 रुपीज के एसेट, जीरो रेसिडुअल वैल्यू, तो 5 ईयर्स में डिवाइड किया तो यू विल गेट द डेप्रिसिएशन 20 रुपीज. ओके, पावर जनरेशन कंपनी, वेरी गुड बेटा. डिमिनिशिंग बैलेंस मेथड में 100 के ऊपर सपोज 10% डिप्रिसिएशन है, 10 तो 90, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम 90 पे डिप्रिसिएशन निकाला जाएगा, 9 रुपीज 81 इसको बोलते. फिर नेक्स्ट ईयर 81 पे. सो यू कैन सी योर डिप्रिसिएशन अमाउंट इज गेटिंग रिड्यूस ईयर आफ्टर ईयर. तो इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं डिमिनिशिंग बैलेंस मेथड. यू कैन चेक हियर, योर कॉस्ट ऑफ द एसेट इज 100, your depreciation amount is 10. Now you are calculating 90 rupees is the closing balance. So next year you will calculate, this becomes opening balance, and you are going to calculate depreciation on 90 and not on 100. And when you are calculating it on 90, it is called as diminishing balance method, because your depreciation is getting diminished. Diminish matlab reduce. Okay, reduce, though that is called as diminishing balance method. And units of production method, suppose 25,000 is total capacity over the यूजफुल लाइफ. 5 साल में ये एसेट 25,000 यूनिट्स बनाती है एंड 1 लाख रुपीज इज द डेप्रिसिएशन. तो 4 रुपीज पर यूनिट. सपोज दिस ईयर यू प्रोड्यूस 20,000 यूनिट्स. ओके, तो 4 रुपीज, तो 80,000 विल बी द डेप्रिसिएशन फॉर द फर्स्ट ईयर. 2,000 यूनिट्स यू प्रोड्यूस इन द सेकंड ईयर, तो 2,000 इंटू 4 रुपीज, 8,000 विल बी द डेप्रिसिएशन. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज यूनिट्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मेथड. और रेवेन्यू बेस तो अलाउड ही नहीं है बेटा, क्योंकि आप जितना कमाते हो उसके ऊपर कभी डेप्रिसिएशन हो ही नहीं सकता. तो ये ध्यान में रखना, डेप्रिसिएशन है आपके यूजफुल लाइफ के ऊपर होता है. ये ध्यान में रखना है कि रेवेन्यू बेस्ड स्टैंडर्ड में अलाउड नहीं, तो ये अलाउड नहीं है. एनी डिफिकल्टी इन दिस, एनी डिफिकल्टी इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग द अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 10 depreciation? Easier depreciation, पूरा clear. Okay, so if you want asset year after year, सेम परफॉर्मेंस देता है तो उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं डेप्रिसिएशन बाय एसएलएम मेथड। सेकंड वन डब्ल्यूडीबी मेथड, डब्ल्यूडीबी में ईयर आफ्टर ईयर परफॉर्मेंस डाउन होता जाएगा। और यदि एसेट की लाइफ ही प्रोडक्शन यूनिट्स मेथड पे है तो हम लोग तीसरी मेथड यूज करेंगे, दैट इज द यूनिट्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मेथड। Now, when are you going to start with the depreciation? Sir, commencement बताइए, when you are going to start with the depreciation? Asset is available you for use या put to use? तो भाई put to use is not important. So what is the basic difference? Suppose if I brought one asset, Honda City में लेके आया, okay, I brought one asset, car लेके आया, and now that car, I started depreciation. When I put to use means what? After 6 months, I put to use that asset. No, not allowed. Depreciation is starting from very first day because now it is available for use. Okay, so after 6 months, suppose if I kept it in my parking only and daily I watch it and I have never used it, so in that case depreciation will not be provided. No sir, depreciation is going to provide. Why? Because the reason is very simple, because depreciation is for efflux of time, passage of time, your depreciation is providing. Depreciation reason, one of the reason, because you are using that asset. And second one, passage of time means what? Passage of time means time is also considered for the calculation of depreciation. तो depreciation ये होता है कि depreciation आप बोले asset को use भी नहीं किए तो भी आपका start हो जाएगा. Reason is very simple. क्या reason होगा? क्योंकि asset हमारे लिए use करना important नहीं है, तो हमारे लिए available रहना ये important है. Okay, yes, I will take your question at the end. Cessation, after the explanation of the depreciation. Cessation of depreciation. Sir, when are you going to stop this depreciation? Sir, number one, it is very important chart. ये बहुत important है. Now, once after providing depreciation, your residual value is greater than your carrying amount. Now, don't provide because residual value is the last part. Okay, so after depreciation, so suppose your residual value is 5 rupees. After depreciation 10, after depreciation of 9, after depreciation of 8, once your asset comes to 5 rupees, straight line method में तो directly आ जाएगा 5 rupees पे. It is a problem in WDB method and production units method. Because straight line method will give you after certain years, when useful life is over, you will get only residual value at the end. After that, you are not going to provide any depreciation. After providing this depreciation, now your closing balance of the asset is showing you residual value. Then stop depreciation. Don't provide depreciation. Okay. So asset residual value is greater than carrying amount. Don't provide depreciation. And method 2, when you are going to stop the depreciation, see at the earlier date when, it is very important chart, इसके ऊपर MCQs आते हैं. Asset is retired from the active use and held for disposal. Held for disposal. Sir, one of my laptop. Now I'm not using it because it's assumed is for second generation. Okay. So after that, I want to sell it. And therefore, there is no, I'm going to stop depreciation. It is of no use, retired from the active use. And held. However, in usage method, depreciation is equal to 0 if no production. Okay. When you are stopping depreciation, your asset is fully derecognized. मतलब एसेट मेरे बुक्स में से खत्म ही हो गया, सो डेप्रिसिएट फुल्ली हो गया. सर, is it that if asset is idle, I won't provide depreciation? No, beta. If it is held for disposal, then only you are going to stop depreciation. If asset is idle, still you will provide depreciation. Sir, I am not using it. Still you will provide depreciation. No cessation. Held for disposal is important. And second one, if asset is fully depreciated, whichever is earlier, is the cessation of depreciation. Got the concept? So this chart is very important. So now on this we will have the question. I will take this part through question. Changes in existing decommissioning, restoration and other liabilities. S29 is regarding this away. Okay. Changes in existing decommissioning, restoration and other liabilities. Beta, changes in liabilities, price adjustment, changes in duty, changes in dismantling cost. If your estimation changes, you will add it in the asset. If liability increases, and if liability decreases, deduct from the asset. We're going to see problem on this. Retirement. Items of PP retired from the active use and held for the disposal should be shown lower of the carrying amount or net realizable value. Remember, if it is retired from active use, एक मिनट हाँ, आई थिंक इसके ऊपर एक MCQ भी है. नो, ठीक है. So when asset is retired from the active use, then remember it will be recorded at carrying amount or net realizable value, which is lower, if it is retired from the active use and disposal for the asset. Disposal, held for the disposal. Remember, then only. Otherwise, you will record it at cost. Derecognition. When you are going to stop to record asset in your books. On disposal. On disposal means when I'm selling it, my asset is showing 1 lakh rupees balance and I'm selling it for 1,50,000. I dispose it. So when I dispose it means when I sold it, discard it, fake diya, scrap kar diya, that is called as disposal. Whatever the difference, I will record it in the profit and loss account. If I'm not getting the future economic benefit out of this, then also PPE is stopped. And this is end of the standard, derecognition. Over, standard khatam. Okay, so on derecognition, I'm going to stop the asset. सब कुछ logical है. Yes, now I will take your questions. Sai Kumar, Sai Kiran.
Sir, this the units of production method when it will be used, sir. Straight line is for companies, so diminishing balance is in income tax. Units of production when it will be used, sir.
Units of production you will use when now for in printing. Normally that life of the asset is depending on the units which are it producing.
Okay.
And you have to estimate that units and accordingly you will calculate the depreciation. Sometimes assets are not depending on the performance of the asset, useful life of the asset. In that case, you will go with units of production. Okay.
Okay. The method
Some
process.
assets are depending on the units it is produced. For example, how many are, suppose if you are not using this mobile, then
Okay.
your mobile is giving you the performance, same means good performance. If you are using it on continuous basis, so your performance of the mobile will get down.
Okay.
Okay. So similarly, there are some assets which are not depending on the useful life, but which are depending on the units produced.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. I have given the example of one example for projector. Projector is depending on the bulb capacity. Okay. So it is called as machine hour method. It is similar to units of production method. Okay.
Concept of method is okay, sir. I am asking whether it is allowed in company's balance sheet or in income tax.
Company's account, it is allowed actually. See, this is a choice of the management in accounts. Accounts is very flexible. It is not like income tax. You have to use this rate. So if you are convinced with the method, you can adopt.
But in income tax, only deduct diminishing balance only, no, sir?
No, SLM method is also used. In Company Act, SLM rate is given. If you today Google it, you'll understand depreciation as per company accounts. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, this put to use available for use, there is time gap, na? That time gap, can you explain, sir?
Which time gap?
Put to use and available for use, some time gap will be there, na?
It
What
might
is
happen
the
that you bought some asset, but you have not used it
okay,
because you want to use it on some festival.
okay,
Then there it is available for use, but you are not using it. You put to use is not there, but depreciation
okay.
will start from available for use.
Whether we are using it or not, if it is ready for work, then we can depreciate.
Yes. Depreciation will get start.
Whether production is there or not.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
But you are, if using production units method, then it will be zero, no?
Okay, okay.
Okay. If you are using production units method.
But in straight line method, it will be when it is available for use, depreciation starts.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, Rathi Malini.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, can you explain the derecognition method again in that concept?
Derecognition.
Yes, sir.
See, now your asset is of rupees 100. You provided first year 10, you second year 9, third year 8. Suppose it's like this, and your asset value now it's 20 rupees. After year, okay, it is called as closing WDV. Now, if your asset is now retired from the active use, and you are saying that, sir, I want to sell this asset now. And when you dispose it for 22, you are in profit or loss? Definitely profit. Profit of rupees 2. Then you are going to book it. So now whether there is asset in your books after selling it, after disposing it,
No, sir.
this is called as derecognition. This is the first criteria.
Okay.
And now, if your asset is not giving you future economic benefit, the asset is in the idle condition. Though it is asset is in the idle condition, you have to provide depreciation. But now you don't want to show your asset because now it's totally idle. So it is called as impairment loss, and you can derecognize it. Okay. You can derecognize it means what? Now same asset you are not selling. but you are not using. It is idle and it is not giving you future economic benefit also. So it's better to discard the asset after certain years. You stop depreciation also on that. And therefore, it is called as derecognition. Derecognition means what? You are not recording it in your books of accounts. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. हाँ जी आस्था बोलिए.
सर कोई डाउट नहीं है, लेकिन जो आपने लास्ट क्लास में एक एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन का स्क्रीनशॉट दिया था, एक बार उसका आंसर बता दीजिएगा, मतलब लास्ट में जब आप, मतलब ये पता चले कि सही सॉल्व किया या गलत.
क्या आंसर आया था आपका?
सर एक मिनट.
सेल्फ कंस्ट्रक्टेड एसेट था क्या? नंबर?
सर नंबर 10. एक मिनट सर. हाँ, नंबर 10 था आई थिंक सो सर.
SS Limited has constructed a new plant.
यस सर. एक मिनट सर, एक मिनट.
रुको मैं बताता हूँ, ये क्वेश्चन होगा.
सर जिसमें वो जीएसटी ऐड करना था और उसका ट्रेड डिस्काउंट माइनस करना था, ये वाला सर.
ये वाला ना?
यस सर, यस सर.
375.565.
565. ओके सर.
सेम आंसर यू गॉट?
यस सर. सर इसीलिए मतलब मुझे ये ऊपर में कंफ्यूजन हो रहा था, बट बाद में मैंने किया तो यही आंसर आ रहा था मेरा.
Okay, we'll take this question at the end.
ओके सर.
Okay, because I want to start with the accounting standard 13 first.
ओके सर, ओके सर.
No problem. तो भी हम लोग करेंगे ये, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
Okay.
हाँ. सानिया.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, depreciation is either transferred to P&L
हाँ.
or included in carrying amount of other assets.
हाँ.
Sir, when to include it in carrying amount of other assets?
If it is suppose that depreciation is a part of your production cost and you are using one asset only for purpose of that production, so instead of debiting P&L account you can add it in. For example, suppose I have some part of laptop example, it's not take it in this way. Suppose now keyboard.
Yes, sir.
Now keyboard I'm specifically using in the laptop. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
keyboard life is different. If I bought it for different purpose, keyboard, sorry, not for different purpose, it is only for useful for laptop only. Okay, so now keyboard is having the cost, assume 1 lakh rupees, and life of the asset
Yes,
is
sir.
5 years. So 20,000 will be the depreciation, but this keyboard is of use of only for laptop. So should I consider it in the P&L account or should I consider only for laptop purpose? So I will divide in with laptop only. Okay, that cost. So it will be added to your second asset, important asset, for which you are using it. I'm giving you just example. For keyboard, we are not debiting it in the, we are not adding it in the asset if you are buying it separately. Okay, normally materiality concept, and therefore we debit it in the profit and loss account. But this is how you can recall this, correlate this. If you are using that asset
Okay, sir.
only for another asset, then instead of debiting in the profit and loss account, you can add it in the asset also, other asset.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
समझ में आया ना आपको? नेक्स्ट.
सर सर लास्ट में जो डी रिकॉग्निशन है उसमें लिखा है एक्सेप्ट इन केस ऑफ सेल इन ऑर्डिनरी एक्टिविटी एंड लीज बैक ट्रांजैक्शन. सर इस लाइन का क्या मीनिंग है?
कहाँ पे? मॉड्यूल में क्या?
नहीं सर, आपकी पीपीटी में ही था लास्ट लाइन.
एक से. हाँ.
सर ये
Ordinary activity means what? For furniture dealer.
यस सर.
So if furniture dealer, if you are using furniture, he is using furniture, then that is for him it is a sales.
यस सर.
And leaseback transaction we are going to sit in accounting standard 19. How we are going to record the asset, okay, and how we are going to dispose it.
ओके सर।
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट भावना।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग बेटा।
सर इम्पेयरमेंट लॉस बता दो एक बार।
इम्पेयरमेंट हमें चैप्टर ही है, मैंने लास्ट लेक्चर में भी बताया था कि यदि 100 रुपए के एसेट है बेटा, अभी ये 20 रुपए उसका क्या हुआ, क्लोजिंग बैलेंस आया डिप्रिसिएशन छोड़ के। पर कुछ कैलकुलेशंस होते हैं जिसके द्वारा हम लोग ये 10 रुपए का सपोज एसेट का वैल्यू दिखता है। ओके, वो क्या होता है तो हम लोग देखेंगे 10 रुपया क्यों दिख रहा है। तो ये दोनों अभी 20 से तुझे 10 पे जाना है, तो उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं इम्पेयरमेंट। गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट।
यस सर।
अब ये 10 क्यों दिखता है, इसके लिए हमें S28 पढ़ना पड़ेगा। ओके, शाही, यस साई किरण।
Sir, the purpose of depreciation is to accumulate the amount for the purpose of replacement of asset after some period. But when we want to purchase new asset, from where we will get the funds, sir? That can you please explain?
You can see investment and depreciation are two different concepts. Suppose you want to invest it somewhere. For example, you want to buy Activa after 5 years. Now you are also having one Activa, but you know that I'm going to sell it after 5 years. So investment you have to do it in the separate way. So that is not related concept. Investment and depreciation. Okay, but you should invest every year whatever the amount of depreciation. That is then you can have funds at the end of 5 years. Okay.
Where are that funds in balance sheet? Where
That
that
is the separate, that is the investment in the balance sheet asset side. Wherever you want, you can do the investment. The investment and the asset is of, there is no connection between these two.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Investment you can record on the asset side only. Yes, Shahid.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
हाँ बोलिए ना।
सर रिडक्शन इन द प्राइस ऑफ एसेट विदाउट डेप्रिसिएशन, क्या हम उसे इम्पेयरमेंट लॉस कह सकते हैं?
रुकिए ना थोड़ा सा, S28 पढ़ाने दीजिए।
ओके सर। सर
S28 में मैं आपको पूरा बता दूंगा, थोड़े पेशेंस रखिए। सिर्फ वर्ड ध्यान में रखिए, इम्पेयरमेंट। इम्पेयरमेंट का बहुत सारा प्रॉब्लम हमें सॉल्व करना है। सो डोंट वरी, इम्पेयरमेंट इज सेपरेट स्टैंडर्ड। सीए फाइनल का था, अभी इंटर में आया। तांबेश्वरी आइडल मतलब क्या, एसेट का कोई यूज ही नहीं है। मेरे घर में 5 बाइक्स है, तो पांचों बाइक में से एक बाइक में आइडल रखी हुई है, वो कुछ यूज ही नहीं हो रही है, सिर्फ शोपीस बन के रह गया, उसको बोलते हैं आइडल रहना। ओके तांबेश्वरी जी। आइडल रहना मतलब क्या, क्या एसेट का कोई यूज ही नहीं है। ओके, depreciation in nutshell is a kind of method which used to show the capital expenditure in installment. Yes beta, chaliye, now we are going to start with the fresh accounting standard S13. On this we are going to solve some questions at 9 o'clock. After break I will take it. Today I'm going to start with the investment in equity shares, and Wednesday I'm going to start with investment in debentures. Okay, so investment chapter is very simple actually. So in 100 pages book, you have to write some theory today. You will finish up by writing this theory. In these 2 days, you will solve some illustrations also. Derecognition का, yes बेटा। अभी पूरा का पूरा ध्यान नीतीश S13 पे दीजिए। चलो यस बेटा, S9 का पार्ट उधर भी है थोड़ा सा। All accounting standards normally they are interrelated with each other. Chalo, now focus for next 30 minutes. Very, very important chapter, investment account. You will have question on this, 90% compulsory question for 5 marks to 10 marks weightage. Okay. So before starting accounting standard 13, S10, yes, any difficulty now? No. See, we have completed 2 big accounting standards, 2 and 10. 2 is inventory, we have completed. Inventory valuation, what is the principle? Because inventory is of 1 year. So principle is prudence-based concept. We are recording at cost or NRV, which is lower. First thing. S10 is long-term asset. Yes, beta. S13 is long-term asset also and short-term also. So accounting for investment. Why we are doing this standard? Because see, we are not using that investment. So depreciation principle is not over here. But what is the problem of investment? Because investment is also asset. Yes. What is the depreciation between property, plant and equipment and investment? Property, plant and equipment is using for production of the goods. Goods is also asset. We have inventory valuation for that. S10. We are using that asset in production or fetching rent every month. Sir, can I call at as suppose if I invested in machinery, so should I record it under, and suppose if I have given that asset on rent, should I record it under 10 or 13? Definitely 10. Here investment means your mutual fund investment, investment in shares, investment in debentures, investment in house properties. So suppose if house property I covered under property, plant and equipment, then you will record depreciation on that. Okay. Yes, you are correct. So house property, you will record it in the S10. And then you will provide depreciation on that. But sir, you are not filing return under PGBP. You are filing it is under other sources. Then this will be the standard in simple language. House property, you will record under property, plant and equipment. And see, what is the basic difference between S10 and 13? S10 gives us criteria for depreciation. S10 you can have additional, might be recorded as expenditure, might be recorded as asset, subsequent expenditure. In S10 we follow revaluation model. But in accounting standard 13, there is no depreciation. There is a permanent reduction. There is no concept of depreciation on this. First, here, S2 is only for 1 year. S10 is for more than 1 year. Asset which is held for more than 12 months. Suppose if you are invested in the house property and if you are going to sell it whenever you want, then S13 principle is applicable. Only fetching rent is your purpose, then S10 is applicable. You are not going to dispose it off. That asset is with you. So you can depreciate it. Because the definition covers it. Fetching rent plus more than 12 months. But S13, if asset is available for sale anytime, so that is investment. See, my laptop, I'm not going to record it as investment. I'm going to record it at property, plant and equipment. Because it is used for service providing and more than 12 months, I'm going to keep it. So basically, students are getting confused between two standards. So should I record it as S10 or should I record it as S13? See the principle. If it is available for sale, then it is S13. If you are going to use it in the long run, it is S10. That is the basic difference in real life also. Okay. So S13, now we'll see it in the basically in very simple way. So any asset has a debit balance. ये तो याद रखो. Asset means debit balance. When you are recording it, you will record it from the left hand side. Now you got the concept of investment accounting. Investment accounting is nothing but you will use the asset for earning income by way of dividend, interest, or rent. Fair value is very important in this accounting standard. Asset for which an asset could be exchanged with other assets, knowledgeable parties at arm's length price. And third one, amount obtainable from an asset in the open market is called the market value. So three definitions. What is investment? What is fair value? And what is market value? Okay, you will write it in 1, 2, 3. Yes, I will give you a screenshot at the end. Classification of investment. Classification of investment. Current investment. Because this asset is not for long-term purpose. This asset is for long-term purpose plus short-term purpose. ये ध्यान में रखना. Current investment. Now see, what is the current investment? Current investment is a readily realizable and intended to be held for less than 1 year. It is called as current investment. And what is long-term investment? If it is held for more than 1 year, it is called as long-term investment. More than 1 year. So this standard is both. It's not like inventory. Inventory is for current investment. And property, plant and equipment is for long-term. So this standard, both current plus long-term. Got the concept? Yes, sir. Classification should be disclosed. Government securities, shares, bonds, investment properties, others, etc. Now, what are the cost of investment? How are you going to record it? So, investment ke liye kyun standard chahiye? Investment means what is we have expended. Wait, it is not like that. Cost of investment. So, property, plant and equipment, we had big chart. Purchase price directly attributable. That is a big chart. Cost of acquisition. Stamp duty. Brokerage. Other fees are cost of investment. Acquisition plus stamp duty plus brokerage plus other fees. Okay, so this is the cost of investment. Important terms. Pre-acquisition received. Pre-acquisition dividend. Come right. We are going to see these concepts. Carrying amount. If it is a current investment, bifurcate in two parts. Sir, it is current or long term? Then client has to decide it. And मैं आपको पूछूंगा, why you hold that gold? You are telling me, sir, we will use that gold in my marriage. So that is a long-term investment. Sir, I'm going to dispose it of in the next year. That is the current investment. Who will tell this information? Client will tell this information. We are not a God, no. How we can know whether it's a current investment or long-term investment? He has to identify it. He has to give answer. We will ask him, and accordingly we'll do the classification. Current investment, sir, if there is a shifting from current to long term, starting में उसने बोला कि मैं current के लिए लेता हूं. Yes, we have idea now. We will see that if there is a shifting of classification. I will tell you at the end. Might possible that current investment goes into long-term investment, or starting me he thought that we will do it long-term, but share is not giving me a same return, or he is not getting returns, so he will shift to current investment. It might happen. Starting में long term था, then he decided to shift in current, because current investment is the cost or fair value whichever is lower as per prudence concept. And reduction or increase will be recorded in P&L. If it is a long-term asset, then it will be recorded at cost. The cost है तो permanent decline, then only P&L. Permanent decline. Now permanent decline means what? Your asset is not going to give you returns. You invested in such a share at 100 rupees when you bought it at 100 rupees. And now permanently it is not going to increase from 30 up to 30 rupees. So from 100 it comes to 30, and now it is not going to increase. So that 30 rupees is called as permanent reduction. Reclassification. That is long term to current. I will tell you this at the end. Okay. Investment properties and investment disposals. Okay. So see, investment accounting is very simple actually. We do not have many questions on this. For conceptual part, we will have questions on investment in shares. Okay, first I will start with the investment in shares. Today I am not going to start with investment in debentures. See. No concept like ex-dividend and cum dividend in this. Here we never pay dividend to previous owner. Okay, we'll see one example first. Open your study mat. I will take one illustration. Sixth illustration of investment in equity shares. Very, very easy and now interesting also. Okay, so please have focus till last minute and very easy standard. Yes, आप लोगों को ही मैं पूछूंगा. Those who are interested to answer, please raise your hand. Okay, I am going to ask you very simple questions, so don't worry. Who wants to interact with me? Tanuji.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग. देखिए बेटा, आपको मुझे क्या बोलना है? ओनली यू हैव टू टेल मी सम कैलकुलेशंस.
Okay, sir.
On 1st April 2001, Mr. Krishnamurthy purchased 1000 equity shares of 100 each in Telco at 120 each from a broker who charged you 2% brokerage. Now tell me 1000 equity shares. How many shares you already had?
1000.
1000. He bought 1000. At what price?
120.
120. What is the brokerage?
2%.
2%. Now brokerage he has to pay or he will get.
सर
Tell me the
पे करेगा.
calculation. Calculation बोलिए.
सर 120 पे उसने खरीदा है 1000, तो उस पे 120 पे हम लोग 2% ब्रोकरेज निकालेंगे. 2400.
How much?
2400.
कैसे क्या?
सर 120 प्राइस है एंड 1000 शेयर्स हैं, तो 120 इंटू 2%, 1,20,000 इंटू 2%.
अच्छा, ब्रोकरेज की अमाउंट आपने बताई है. हाँ हाँ. तो टोटल नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, सब ब्रोकरेज इज ऑल्सो आई पेड नो. तो आपने शेयर्स का कितना पैसा दिया? 1,20,000.
1,20,000.
एंड ब्रोकरेज का कितना पैसा दिया?
2,400.
नाउ one question is there, sir, what should I do? Brokerage, I should record it in the profit and loss account. Means suppose, see, everything is better: asset, liability, expenses, income. One option is that, see, cash you are paying 1 lakh, how much? 22,400.
1,20,000.
That cash you are going to pay, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now question is investment. Either I will show you it at 1,20,000 and brokerage I will record it as expenses. And second option that I have, I will record option 2, investment full 1,22,400. And cash तो उतना ही कम होगा, same. क्या लगता है आपको?
फर्स्ट ऑप्शन सही है.
First option सही. Okay. Why you think that?
सर ब्रोकरेज लेस करेंगे ना हम लोग 120 में से.
120 में लेस करेंगे? ब्रोकरेज
सर
आपने पे किया क्या? आपने कैश में से तो कम हुआ ना आपका 120 to 400. ब्रोकरेज तो
Yes,
आपको
sir.
खर्चा दिखाना है.
Yes,
इधर
sir,
मैं
तो उसको
खर्चा बताऊंगा या एसेट में ऐड करूंगा, दो ही ऑप्शन है मेरे पास.
सर उसको हम लोग P&L में चार्ज करेंगे 2,400 एंड 120 को एसेट्स में.
ओके, ठीक है ना, कोई बात नहीं. तो ये आपका एक्चुअली इज नॉट करेक्ट. ब्रोकरेज अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 13 says it is related to investment. You have paid it to only broker instead of company. So it should be added to your investment only because you paid it, no? For investment purpose only you are incurring that cost. So why should I record it in expenditure? So I should add it in asset. Okay. So brokerage आपको क्या करना है बेटा?
ऐड करना है.
हाँ, investment में. Yes, it's okay that you are saying expenditure. It's but accounting standard 13 won't allow it. ठीक है? तो ध्यान में रहेगा.
ओके सर. यस सर.
तो ब्रोकरेज हमें क्या करना है बेटा?
ऐड करना है.
So this is the capital expenditure. Brokerage also. It's not revenue expenditure.
ओके सर.
याद रहेगा?
यस सर.
Now second one. I incurred 50 paisa per rupees 100 as a cost of shares transfer stamp. 100 में कितना बेटा? 50 पैसा.
50 पैसा.
Now 100 में 50 पैसा I incurred for share transfer fees. Okay, 100 में 50 पैसा.
यस सर.
Now question is, sir, this stamp duty is paid on 120 to 400 or 1,20,000. On brokerage also stamp duty is payable or only?
नो
share
सर
पे?
1,20,000.
ठीक है, चलो ये आपका सही आया. So brokerage you are going to pay, sorry, stamp duty you are going to pay 1,20,000 into 0.5 divided by 100. So 600 rupees. How much? 1,20,000 into
into
0.5
0.5%.
divided by 100. 600 आया क्या बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Now this stamp duty, again, should I record it in P&L or should I record it in on asset?
सर इन्वेस्टमेंट के कॉस्ट में हम लोग ब्रोकरेज को ऐड किए हैं, तो ये भी एक्सपेंसेस है, तो इसको भी ऐड करेंगे उसमें.
Very good बेटा. Logic तो सही है. Yes, good. So it is also added to investment account. Don't record it in P&L.
Investment.
Very
Yes, sir.
good बेटा. So what is the new concept that you got? Brokerage.
एंड स्टैम्प ड्यूटी को हम लोग
When
ऐड
you are
करेंगे.
purchasing it, so you will add it in investment. And when you will sell the asset, brokerage will be deducted from the asset because you are paying that brokerage to that person. So sale के केस में उतना minus करके you will get the amount, no? Brokerage amount. In case
Yes,
of
sir.
purchase, you will pay it. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
already you paid some amount. And again you paid the amount for brokerage. So amount paid will be added. But in case of sale, you receive some amount and you paid brokerage. So received and paid, it will be deducted. Got the concept? तो सेल के केस
Yes,
में
sir.
ब्रोकरेज क्या होगा?
डिडक्ट करेंगे.
डिडक्ट करेंगे. और ब्रोकरेज इन केस ऑफ परचेस
ऐड करेंगे.
वेरी गुड मुन्ना. अभी समझ में आ गया आपको बेटा?
यस सर.
सो क्या नया कॉन्सेप्ट समझा आपको अभी?
सर अभी मतलब ये समझ में आया कि कब ऐड करना है एंड कब डिडक्ट करना है. पहले तो लगा था कि उसको डिडक्ट करेंगे, बट अभी समझ में आया कि उसको ऐड करेंगे.
हाँ, खर्चा क्या ना, खर्चा क्या तो पेड पेड एड, रिसीव्ड एंड पेड देन डिडक्ट. सिंपल लॉजिक.
यस सर.
ओके, लॉजिक से जाओ, सब कुछ समझ में आएगा. इट्स नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट. See, these are day-to-day transaction, beta. Why you have fear in mind, you know? Because you are looking it for a study purpose. And whenever we are doing something for study purpose, we always have fear in mind. And if you enjoy this process, no, कि भाई ये तो real life है, so you will always enjoy. So you are going to become a chartered accountant. If your eyes vision is different. If you take it as a study purpose, बेटा always मैं भी डर जाऊंगा ना, अरे भाई मैं पढ़ाई करनी है, पढ़ाई करनी है. बट लर्न करने के टाइम पे आई ऑलवेज टेल टू दक्ष कि वो आईसीएससी बोर्ड वाले पूरा रट्टा लगाते हैं. इफ आई आस्क हिम कॉन्सेप्ट, वो बोलते हैं कॉन्सेप्ट से क्या लेना देना है पापा, ये मुझे ऐसे कैसे याद करना है. भाई क्या मेमोरी कैसे याद रहेगा? दिन भर रटता रहता है, रटता रहता है. मुझे नहीं पसंद ये चीज. आप लॉजिक से जाइए ना बेटा. ये सीए कोर्स इसलिए मुझे पसंद है भाई. वो साइंस वाले लोग पूरा टाइम रटना रहता है. हमारा क्या पूरा लॉजिक है भाई. ये ऐसा रहेगा, ये ऐसा रहेगा, ये ऐसा रहेगा, सब कुछ. और ये रियल लाइफ से कनेक्टेड है. तो इसीलिए ना, जिस दिन आप लोग कोई भी, अभी देख तूने, मैं ब्रोकरेज पहले, अभी कुछ टीचर्स रहते, ब्रोकरेज ऐड करो, सेल करो, माइनर. बताओ ना बच्चों को कि वो इधर क्यों ऐड हुआ. बिकॉज यू कैनॉट रिकॉर्ड इट इन द लॉस, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. यू हैव टू ऑप्शंस. एक्सपेंडिचर भी बता सकते हो. सेकंड ऑप्शन, यू एड इट इन इन्वेस्टमेंट. नाउ इज क्लियर. हाँ, आई पेड इट. अभी तेरे दिमाग में फिक्स था. क्या था दिमाग में? कि ब्रोकरेज में लेस का क्या, तो कुछ तो अलग ही कॉन्सेप्ट था. नो, ब्रोकरेज मीन्स व्हाट, हाउ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. इन्वेस्टमेंट किया, पेड किया. ब्रोकरेज किया, पेड किया. पेड पेड एड. सेल के केस में अमाउंट रिसीव्ड, ब्रोकरेज पेड माइनस. सिंपल. ओके. नाउ टेल मी व्हाट इज योर इन्वेस्टमेंट वैल्यू बेटा. व्हाट इज योर इन्वेस्टमेंट वैल्यू? 1,000 का 1,23,000. क्या हुआ, किधर गए?
सर सॉरी सर, एक्चुअली नेटवर्क इशू हो गया था.
हाँ. सो कॉस्ट 1,23,000 and shares are 1,000. Correct? Easy till
Yes,
now?
sir.
Anyone has
Yes, sir.
difficulty? Write it in chat section. Anyone has difficulty? उसका
सर अभी म्यूट कर लूं?
डिफरेंस नहीं नहीं, क्यों म्यूट क्यों करना है? डर गए हो क्या आप?
नो सर।
हाँ, तो अभी कोई तो पूछ रहा है बेटा 1,23,000 कहाँ से आया, बताओ उनको कैसे आया। अब क्या बोलने का, 1,20,000 फॉर शेयर्स, 2,400 फॉर ब्रोकरेज एंड 600 फॉर स्टैम्प ड्यूटी.
स्टैम्प ड्यूटी।
Total is 1,23,000. Stamp duty 600 rupees. अरे स्टैम्प ड्यूटी 600 रुपीज, 100 रुपीज में 50 पैसा मतलब 0.5 इज योर स्टैम्प ड्यूटी. तो 1,20,000 में हाउ मच? क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन, स्कूल लेवल मैथमेटिक्स, 1,20,000 into 0.5 divided by 100 is called as 600. क्या बच्चों वाले क्वेश्चन पूछते हो? हाँ जी बेटा तन्नू.
यस सर।
Next one. Now bonus shares in the ratio of 1:2. So beta, what is bonus shares?
सर एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स को कंपनी इशू करते हैं बोनस शेयर्स विदाउट एनी कॉस्ट।
Cost. Very good. It's a free of cost. Why company is giving bonus shares?
सर
They are in huge profit.
कंपनी यस
Okay.
सर।
Company is in profit. So they will share their profit not in the form of dividend, but in the form of bonus shares.
बोनस शेयर्स।
Company has two options, no? Either distribute profit in the form of cash, that is called as dividend. कंपनी आपको पैसा देती है तो क्या बोलेंगे उसको?
डिविडेंड।
डिविडेंड. प्रॉफिट कमाए तो तुम्हारा ही है ना वो प्रॉफिट तो. और ये प्रॉफिट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कैश नहीं शेयर किया तो कौन से फॉर्म में शेयर करेंगे? शेयर्स के फॉर्म में. ओके, विच इज कॉल्ड एज बोनस शेयर्स. मींस
बोनस।
कंपनी का पैसा कंपनी के पास ही रहेगा. ओके, सो कंपनी और एक्सपांड कर सकती है खुद को इफ कंपनी हैज अ कैश बैलेंस. ओके,
यस।
सो okay, yes. Now try to understand. Yes, Praveen ji, sorry for that. Yeah. Now what happened? Tanuji, while interacting with you, I am taking this concepts in Hindi. So Praveen ji is finding it difficult. Praveen ji, yes, I will take it in English now. So first thing, Tanuji, what we understood till now. So for Praveen ji, I will explain it in one more time in English. So we purchase some shares. We spend how much? Yes, beta Tanu, tell me how much we spend for that. 1,20,000.
1,23,000.
1,20,000 first. Then I paid brokerage. So Tanuji, we will add that brokerage, and we paid stamp duty 600 rupees. So we will also add that stamp duty amount, and therefore our total amount will be 1,23,000. Got the concept?
23,000.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you have any difficulty, Praveen ji, you can ask me. No, Praveen, I think. Spelling is Pravn. Okay. Now, see, accounting is a language of business, Pravinji. We are only asking about the concepts, that is, and then we discuss bonus shares and bonus shares. Now, what is bonus shares? Bonus shares means company is giving you at free of cost. And why company is giving? Because they are earning huge profits. Then how many ways to distribute that profit? Either go by dividend or go by bonus shares. If you go by dividend, company will have cash problem. Okay, company is paying cash. And if they want to expand their business, so it's better to distribute profit not in the form of cash, but in the form of bonus shares. And therefore, bonus shares are issued. Very simple. Now, how many bonus shares they are issuing? One share for two shares. One share for two shares. So, beta, ऑलरेडी कितने शेयर्स थे? हाउ मेनी शेयर्स दैट कृष्णा हैड?
1000.
1000. So how many bonus shares are issuing?
500.
500. And now tell me this 500. First lot is of 1000 at what price?
120.
123. Correct? And then 500 ka cost?
0.
0. Very good. And total 1500. Now, these shares are quoted at 175 before bonus, before record date, of bonus. And after that, price comes to 90 rupees. So, Tanuji, whether price will down after bonus shares?
Yes, sir.
Why? Why? What do you think? Why price will go down? Any idea? बोले ना तन्नू जी, any idea?
नो सर, अभी तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
Because supply
सर बोनस,
increases. If market में onion shortage is there, onion price will go up.
यस
If
सर.
market में onions are more, then market price will down.
यस.
समझ में आ रहा है? Now tell me,
Yes,
after
sir.
bonus shares in market, we have more shares or less shares?
सर मोर शेयर्स हो जाएंगे
More
हमारे
shares.
पास.
तो more shares होंगे तो फिर प्राइस डाउन होगी.
यस सर.
Therefore price is 90 rupees after bonus. ध्यान में रखना, market will correct their prices after bonus shares. Any company, if they are issuing bonus shares, after bonus shares, price is always down.
यस सर.
So now what is your investment value? 90 rupees.
90 rupees.
Now he sold some bonus shares. Now again, I will try to give you some thinking. कि ये आपको, you have to improve your thinking. Now I am giving some hints. How many shares he sold? He sold bonus shares. बोले
सर
तनुज, डरो
कोई
मत.
नंबर, सर कोई नंबर गिवन नहीं है तो पूरे शेयर्स ही बेच दिए होंगे
हाँ,
उन्होंने.
500 shares. At what price?
सर पार्ट उसका हम लोग प्रोपोर्शनेट मेथड से निकालेंगे.
Price?
1000 शेयर्स 1,23,000 के हैं तो 500 शेयर्स का वैल्यू क्या होगा?
ये प्राइस होगा बेटा.
सर सेल वैल्यू हम
सेलिंग
लोग
प्राइस ऐसे कोई
निकालेंगे.
निकालता है? सेलिंग प्राइस हु डिसाइड्स? वी डिसाइड और मार्केट डिसाइड्स?
मार्केट.
तो मार्केट में कितना प्राइस चल रहा है?
90.
तो आपने कहां से निकाला ये पैसा? ओके,
सॉरी सर.
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. आपने कॉस्ट निकाला
यस
90
सर.
रुपीज. तनुज, एक प्रॉब्लम बोलूं आपको?
यस सर.
आपने चैप्टर पहले किया हुआ है ना?
यस सर.
रटा हुआ है.
सर आपके प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स मैंने
वहां
देखे थे.
आपने रटा हुआ है, वो सिर्फ रटा हुआ है. मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, प्रीवियस लेक्चर आज जूम पे नहीं आते ना तो आपने रट लिया रहता है. ये जूम की वजह से एटलीस्ट आई कैन टेल यू कि आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है. यूट्यूब पे इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ओके, अभी आप बराबर जा रहे हो. मतलब उसमें भी मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया था, पर उसमें मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया, पर आप कितनी गलतियां कर रहे हो देखो. आपने अभी सेलिंग प्राइस ही 90 रुपीज है उधर, पर यू आर कैलकुलेटेड सेलिंग प्राइस. सेलिंग प्राइस कोई कैलकुलेट करता है क्या? मार्केट अवेलेबल करके देता है. आपने कॉस्ट कैलकुलेट किया बेटा, क्योंकि बैक ऑफ द माइंड आपके दिमाग में कुछ तो चल रहा है कि मैंने ये सॉल्व किया हुआ है, और इसीलिए आप वो निकाल नहीं पा रहे हो लॉजिकल वे में. अभी आपके पास और सभी आंसर, और एक फियर है आपके मन में, वो तो निकाल दो कि आप सर के साथ हम लोग एकदम आराम से बात करेंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. वन प्रॉब्लम एंड 100% कॉन्सेप्ट विल बी गेट क्लियर. सो टेल मी व्हाट इज द मार्केट प्राइस?
90.
90 rupees. And what about brokerage?
2%
Should
on
I add it or deduct it?
deducted.
Why I am deducting it?
सर सेल कर रहे हैं तो डिडक्ट करेंगे.
सेल किया तो ये अमाउंट रिसीव्ड and this amount is paid. So received and paid will be deducted. Okay, I am receiving something and I am paying
Yes, sir.
something. So net figure I will get the after brokerage. So what is the amount?
900.
900? 500 into 90 minus.
Brokerage
No, final figure.
44,100.
44,100. Very good, beta. Now I am giving you one option. What is given in the question? Bonus shares are
Bonus.
sold. So what is the selling price? 44,100.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Minus what is the cost of bonus shares, my dear?
45,000.
Cost.
Oh, cost. Sorry, sir.
कितने में खरीदा था मैंने बोनस शेयर? 0
सर
रुपीज
90 का बेचा था.
90 में बेचा है बेटा, खरीदा तो 0 में ना.
Yes, sir.
खरीदा तो 0 में. Cost is 0. 44,100 because bonus shares are sold. Second option, selling price 44,100. I will not take only cost of bonus shares. How many shares I have?
1,500.
Okay. And what is the cost? 1,23,000 plus 0.
1,23,000. Yes, sir.
And out of that, how many shares I sold?
500.
Fine. So bonus shares plus divided by 1,500 into 500. 41,000 is my cost. And therefore, what is my profit? 3,100.
3,100.
In first option, I'm calculating only bonus shares ki cost. In second, I will calculate including first lot and bonus shares divided by total number of shares. Total cost per share. Which method is more appropriate? Option 1 or option 2?
Second method.
Second method क्यों बेटा? इधर तो दिया है ना लाइन. Only bonus shares are sold. Sold only bonus shares. They have given that option. Bonus shares are sold. So bonus shares
Yes,
is
sir.
0 rupees, no?
Yes, sir.
So which option is correct?
Option 1.
No, beta. That bonus share sentence is to confuse you. Okay, if that sentence is also given, you have to compulsorily go by this option. Mandatory. And this
Yes.
concept, when you consider all shares, not only bonus shares, it is called as weighted average concept. You have given weight to all shares, not only bonus shares. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
So what is my profit? 3,100.
3,100.
Now out of this I sold, this is my cost, no beta? 1,23,000. Then I acquired 500 shares at 0. Then I sold costing. Yes, selling price is 44,100. But what is my cost? Yes, beta.
45,000.
What is my cost? 41,000.
45,000.
45. Why are you saying
Sir,
45,000 is my cost? That is a
sir,
selling
500.
price. That is a selling price, na beta.
Yes, sir, cost.
कॉस्ट मीन्स कितना मेरे जेब से गया था उस शेयर्स के लिए. आप दोनों कॉन्सेप्ट मर्ज कर रहे हो बेटा, सेल्स एंड कॉस्ट. यू आर मर्जिंग बोथ कॉन्सेप्ट. दिस 45,000 इज माई सेलिंग प्राइस बिफोर ब्रोकरेज एंड 900 इज ब्रोकरेज. दिस इज माई सेलिंग प्राइस. Selling price is different. My cost is different. Cost is 41,000. How I calculated 41,000? 1,23,000 is for 1,500 shares. So for 500 shares, what is the
500
cost?
shares. Yes, sir, now I got it.
41,000 is my cost. 45,000 is a selling price before brokerage. 44,100 is a selling price after brokerage.
After
And you are getting
brokerage.
confused. Cost is 41,000. You are answering it for the third time. Same concept mistake. Cost is 41,000. Now you got this.
Yes, sir.
Now how many shares you left with?
1,000.
1,000. And what is the balance?
1,23,000.
82,000, no?
Yes, sir.
1,23,000 minus 41,000. This is your
82,000.
closing balance. Now we will do this accounting in the investment account form. Now I will record all this information in T format to show it to the client. Date, particulars, number of shares, rupees. Date, particulars, number of shares, and rupees. How many shares I bought?
1,000.
Whatever the date. Okay. To bank. 1,000 shares at what price?
1,23,000.
1,23,000. Then to bonus shares.
Bonus.
How many shares I have?
500.
500. Bonus shares. Dash. Then how many shares I sold?
500.
500 shares I sold by bank, whatever the date. At what price?
41,900.
See the selling price.
Sir, 44,100.
44,100. But should I record it? This is my selling price. But investment account is always maintained at cost. So I have to cancel my profit. How much profit?
3,100.
3,900. Na, shayad se 100. So
100.
3,100 I will cancel and see the difference. क्या difference मिला आपको? Cost.
Cost.
हाँ. But we record sales and then profit. Okay. And loss होता तो इधर लिखा होता by loss. Got the concept? So
Yes,
ultimately 44,100 and 3,100 it is showing my, if I record both, it is showing my sales price or cost?
Cost.
And then I record my buy balance carried down 1,000 shares at
83,000.
82,000 शायद से.
2,000.
Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
82,000. And now here I will record at cost is 82 आया,
यस सर,
और मार्केट वैल्यू कितनी चल रही है,
90
whichever is lower.
लोअर.
So I don't have to prepare, means 82,000 only. हाँ, otherwise if market price is 80, तो मैं कितने पे बताया रहता है ये 80,000, and then my loss will be 2,000.
2000.
Got the concept?
Yes
So
sir.
normally investment account is shown at cost. Ultimate figures, we are showing it at cost. But if you are showing it at market value, then you have to record loss over there. Got the concept?
Yes sir, अभी को क्लियर हो गया.
Galtiya. I will tell you your mistakes. Number one, you are very confused about cost and selling price. Second one,
Yes sir.
Nitin is asking me bonus shares कैसे निकाला भाई? 1 share or 2 shares. You already have 1,000 shares. So how many shares you are going to issue? Nitin, is very simple. 500 bonus shares. क्या पूछ रहे हो नितिन? आप पूरा होने के बाद पूछ रहे हो ये. 1 share for 2 shares. So 1,000 you shares you have. So 1,000 into 1 by 2. Cross multiplication is a simple mathematics. So number one, you are very confused about your cost.
Yes
Okay.
sir.
Next one, you have to understand this is the T format. We are doing it in the systematic way. Otherwise, another way of doing this is like this. 1,000 shares, 500 shares, less 500, and then you left with 1,000. This is not the correct way of accounting, addless technique. We do it in the T format, double entry system, and that's why we maintain clients record in such a format, not in addless format. Okay.
Yes sir.
While recording your sales, we will record it at selling price. But if I don't cancel my profit, I will be recording it at cost. It's not correct. And therefore, I
Yes.
have to cancel my profit. It's
Profit.
debit side. I want to record it at cost. And if loss is there, I will record it here. Loss. Because loss and selling price will be added to calculate. See, what is the selling price? Selling price is cost plus profit is equal to selling price. If I want to reach at cost, I should
Less
deduct profit.
profit.
So selling price is on the credit side, profit on the debit side. And loss is minus, and then I will get the selling price. So selling price plus loss. So selling price and loss will be on the same side. Selling price and loss on the same side. तांबेश्वरी जी, selling price और loss ये same side पे होते हैं, and profit ये opposite side पे होता है, क्योंकि आपको cost निकालना है. Ultimately मैं cost में interested हूँ. Everyone got this concept? Everyone is clear with the concept of bonus shares? And please do not make a single mistake. She is not clear about cost and selling price. She always say, so cost kitna hai? 45,000. 45,000 is a selling price. Before brokerage and after brokerage 44,100. And I am going to record this in the T format. बस ये इतना सिंपल है, तो ये चैप्टर को रट्टा मत मारिए. तनु जी, मैं एक ही बदलाव लाना चाहता हूं आप में. आप एग्जाम तरीके से सॉल्व कर रहे हो और मैं इसको समझ के सॉल्व कर रहा हूं. व्हाई आई एम डूइंग दिस. ठीक है?
यस सर.
चलो, ब्रेक में जाने के पहले आई एम गिविंग यू वन इलस्ट्रेशन. If this illustration you can able to solve, you can solve any question of right shares, okay, bonus shares or shares chapter. So ये illustration 9, I'm going to take it after break. ये one illustration, you go through this illustration and we will meet after break, that is 9 o'clock. It's 8:41. I'm going to meet at 9 o'clock. 9 to 9:30, I'm going to solve this illustration. बहुत मजा आएगा if you go logically. And those students who want to answer, raise your hand after break. Okay? कि जिनको भी इस तरीके से अपना thinking बढ़ाना है, raise your hand. Okay? Those who want to wants to improve their thinking. And those who do not have fear. Chalo. So we'll do it after break. Chalo. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Chalo. So who wants to answer? Yes. Nagma.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Chalo, let's start. Nagma, you're from
Delhi.
Delhi. Chalo beta, बोलिए. On 1/4/2001, Sundar had 25,000 shares for 15 rupees. नगमा, if possible, surrounding आवाज बंद कर दीजिए.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. Yes, tell me. So lot 1, 25,000 shares. At what price, beta?
Into 15, sir. Book value 15.
So what is your cost?
So,
Have
three
calci.
seven. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 375,000. 3 lakh
Okay.
75,000.
Next lot. You purchase next 5,000 shares at 16 rupees.
Okay.
So your cost is
5,000 shares.
80,000.
Yes, sir.
Do it fast, no? मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा इतना क्यों टाइम लग रहा है. The director announced bonus and right issue. No dividend was payable on these shares. No dividend on which shares, beta? Bonus and right issue. Now, what is the difference, beta? Bonus and right issue? Nagma? I think Nagma को problem है. Yes. Rosalind जी?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
हाँ.
राइट
What
इशू
is
में सर हम लोग को अब सब्सक्रिप्शन अमाउंट देना पड़ता है, बट बोनस में हम लोग को वो पूरा फ्री मिलता है.
no bonus is 1 share for 6 shares. How many shares you have?
We have 25,000 plus 30,000 shares, sir.
So 30,000. So how many bonus shares you will get?
Bonus shares 30,000 divided by 6 is 5,000.
And what is the cost of that?
0, sir.
0. Now how many shares you have?
35,000.
35,000 shares. And you are giving right issue 3
3
shares for 7 shares. 3
Yes, sir.
shares for 7 shares. So into 3 by 7. So how many shares?
15,000, sir.
Now you got the right. Now what is right? Right means existing shareholder will get chance
Yes.
to take that shares. Okay. For example, suppose you are studying with me accounts. Okay. You attended my regular batch. Then I will give you right to attend my costing and FM batch to you. So first priority, if I have limited students, then in that case, I will give you opportunity to my existing students who already opted for my account session. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
So 5,000 shares, 35,000 into 3 by 7. How many shares I have? 15,000.
15,000.
Now out of 15,000, now beta, I have given you right, but it's your choice either to opt that right shares, means I will give opportunity to existing shareholder to purchase these shares, and second option, you can sell right, means shareholder can sell that right to someone. Okay, and in accounting language, it is called as renouncement. सो कंपनी किसको राइट देगी? कंपनी गिव्स राइट टू
Existing shareholders.
existing shareholder. Now existing shareholder has how many options?
2 options, sir.
Option 1,
He can take the right issue
he
or can.
buys that shares. Okay. So he will pay right price.
Yes.
Okay. To company. What is right price in this question? 15 rupees. And option 2, he sold his right to other investor who is not the shareholder of the company.
Yes.
And he gives him amount and right price to company. Okay. Extra amount is called as renouncement amount. This amount is called as renouncement amount. So investor क्या करेगा? For example, in this question, he will pay to company 15 rupees, and that investor who is not a shareholder, he will pay this to existing shareholder 2 rupees. So how much he is paying? 17. Example. We are not doing accounting in the books of investor. We are doing the accounting in the books of existing shareholder. Got the concept, beta?
Yes, sir.
तो खुद ने सब्सक्राइब किया, अदरवाइज वो राइट हमने किसी को बेच दिया. नाउ सुंदर हैज गिवन दिस राइट टू whom?
Shekhar.
शेखर. कितना परसेंटेज?
33.1/3, sir.
1/3. So 5,000. And how many shares he bought?
10,000.
10,000. At what price?
15
50.
per share.
This is 1,50,000. So lot number 4 is of 10,000 shares for 1,50,000. Now the question is, what about this renouncement? Okay. So what is the price, beta? How much he is
2%.
earning? 10,000 rupees.
Yes, 2 per share. 5,000 into 2.
Now I will tell you the renouncement accounting. What is renouncement? If I have sold my right to
Someone else.
shareholder who is not the existing shareholder. Okay. Now, in exam, if big question comes like this question, so you will transfer that amount of rupees 10,000 to P&L. Where you are going to transfer?
P&L.
What will be the entry? Bank account debit. That shareholder is getting 10,000, no? To right sold
Credit.
and right sold account debit to P&L. So in P&L credit side, you will write by right sold or by right renounced. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
But there is one exception. Today I am teaching you in the form of not theory. First I will read the question and then I am starting with theory. Okay, तो रोजालिन जी, which concept is better? Starting में theory बताना या theory को correlate करना?
Theory को सर कोरिलेट करना.
अच्छा, easy जा रहा है ये. Okay. Now what is the exception? See, come right price. Come right means before right shares. Price is 20 rupees. Now I bought that share with 20 rupees. Okay. कितने से लिया बेटा मैंने?
20 rupees.
20 rupees. I have 1000 shares at rupees 20. Company issues right shares. Assume 500. Whether I am eligible to get these right shares?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. What is the right share value? 1
Five
rupee. I
something.
sold that right shares for 1 rupee. I renounced it. Okay. Company is giving me this share at 15 rupees. Okay. But I have renounced that right. After right shares, tell me whether price will go up or down of
Down.
market value. Down.
Down.
Okay.
Huh.
Market value goes to 19 rupees after right shares. I bought these shares only for right share purpose. And now market goes down to 19. So what is the loss for my existing shares?
1000.
1000 into 1 rupee, 1000 is loss.
Yes.
Now this 1000 loss. So normally I record bank account debit to right sold, and right sold I transfer to P&L. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But when shares are getting down, value is getting down, that 1000 loss, because my share price when I bought it at 20 rupees and now it goes down to 19 rupees. My intention is to get right shares. So this 500 rupees, I won't transfer it to profit and loss account, but I will transfer it to investment account. Why? Because price is getting down. I won't do this accounting of 19, but I will reduce right sold by transferring it to investment account. रोजालिन जी समझ में आया आपको?
Sir.
यदि suppose I bought the share at 10 rupees, right shares announced, right shares I'm getting at 15 rupees, market price 19, 10 rupees I bought 10 years back, and now 19 rupees is the market value, and I'm selling this 15 rupees ka right to 2 rupees to someone. I renounced it. He will take 15 rupees ka share and he will give me 2 rupees. So now tell me whether this right is transferred to investment account or P&L account. Rosalyn ji.
Yes.
Whether I will see 10 rupees there is a
No,
price.
transfer to profit and loss, sir.
Profit and loss account. Adishri ji. She is asking me one more time ki concept batao. See Adishri. Some people are buying shares not with intention to hold it, but they have some news. The company is going to issue right shares. And therefore they bought this share. Now suppose if Sanket sir is an investor, he buys one share of Reliance, example hai, at rupees 10 per share. Of company share at rupees 10. When 10 years back. And now company is issuing right shares. Right shares, company is issuing at, okay, assume at 15 rupees. रोजालिन जी म्यूट कर दीजिए, आपके आजू बाजू में आवाज आ रहा है. तो राइट शेयर्स we are buying at 15 rupees. Okay. So Sanket sir is buying it at 15 rupees. But after right shares, overall market price of that share of Reliance company is rupees 19. Now Sanket sir hold it 10 years back. So whether there is a loss of Sanket sir, no. And these right shares Sanket sir sold to Mona ma'am at rupees 2 per share. So this right which is sold, so Sanket sir is not buying it at 15, but he is selling it at 2 rupees and Sanket sir is earning 2 rupees out of that. And price is not going down, therefore this amount is transferred to profit and loss account, this 2 rupees. Sanket sir is not buying it at 15, but he is transferring his right to someone. Now second option, Sanket sir buys it now, before right issue. He has some news. Company is going to issue right shares. So Sanket sir buys it at 20. Now right shares is rupees 15. Company announces. Sanket sir sold it to Mona ma'am at rupees 2. He is not interested in that share. He already has some shares of 20. Now after right shares, price goes down to 19. So he is in a loss of rupee 1. And this rupee 1 loss, so he's not opted for right shares, but he sold this rupees at 2. So bank account debit, because his investment is getting down. So he will record this 2 rupees in the investment account and not in the P&L account. Why? Because his intention is to get right issue, and therefore S13 is saying if your intention is to get right shares, then you should not credit it and your investment value goes down. So you should not credit it to profit and loss account, but your investment is getting down. Whatever right you sold, you should record. If prices are getting down, you should record bank account debit to. Suppose if share price is getting down by 19.5. Okay, or 1 rupee. So what he should do, bank account debit, his loss is 19, his loss is 1 rupee, he's getting 2 rupees from right sold, and remaining is profit and loss account rupee 1. If price is 19.5, so 20 ka 9.15 matlab 0.5 is a loss, so 1.5 is in the profit and loss account. This is a concept of right issue. He's getting 2 rupees. Price is going down by 0.50. So investment 0.5 and P&L 1.5. Any difficulty now or right share? See, in exam, you will have only this question. मतलब ये कैसे आएगा देखो. In exam, you will have this question in the format this. TYK 9. TYK 9. See, like this. X acquires 200 shares at come right price 70,000. 70,000 divided by 200. So 350. What is come right basis? Before right issue. Before right issue, 350 per share. He subsequently got the right of 1:1 at rupees 107. Is of no use. He sells his right at 12 rupees. He sells it at 12,000. Bank account debit. Now the question is, his investment value goes down from 70,000 to 60,000. So now you only tell me, bank account debit, how much? 12,000. And you only tell me what will be the entry. What will be the entry? Yes, tell me. 70,000 ka 60,000. So what will be the entry? Fast. Two marks ka question. Very good, Adishri. Very good, beta. Adishri only answered very fast. Bank account debit to investment 10,000 and to P&L 2,000. Very good. Nayan, very good beta. P&L में 2,000 and investment 10,000. Easy question. Now right share concept is clear. Everyone पूरा clear हो गया. Right shares, very good beta. Very good. So in big question, we do not have information about what is the investment value before and after. So you will directly transfer it to profit and loss account. When simple question like TYK 9 will come before right issue and after right issue. So this concept is you are going to write it in exam, bank to investment to P&L. If nothing is mentioned, directly transfer it to P&L. Now, last concept of the day. How we are going to record. See, now dividend for the year is 20% declared. See, dividend related to dividend. I am going to explain you some concept related to dividend. Number one, dividend is always declared on, yes, Rishita, unmute yourself, beta. Now we have two values, Rishita. One is book value, correct? And one is face value. Book value means what, beta, Rishita? We invested at 15 rupees per share. We invested at 16 rupees per share. We invested at right shares at 15. So Rishita, can you tell me? So you have different book values. First lot 15, then 16, right shares 15, and face value is a nominal value 10 rupees. तो Rishita, आप किसके ऊपर डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर करोगे बेटा?
सर फेस वैल्यू.
हाँ, dividend is always declared on face value. Book values are getting changed. So company is not going to record book value pe dividend. It's very simple. Book value means where investor will take that share, market price. Why company will think about the market price? Market price is a secondary market. Logic is very simple. Market price is going in the secondary market. Company and shareholder. First time when they invested, it is normally dividend is declared on the face value. Remember this. Company is not issuing, even issue price पे भी dividend नहीं declare होता है. Issue price means this, see, company and investor. When they have transaction first time, then there is concept of issue price. And then investor. And this is called as market price, जिसको हम लोग शेयर मार्केट बुलाते हैं. और जब आईपीओ आता है, when there is initial public offer or public offer, it is between company and investor. Got the concept? Investor and investor is a share market, Sensex, Nifty. You heard that. So beta, this is called as a secondary market. Secondary market we are not bothering. We are bothering for primary market, company and investor. And here, issue price is also not considered, but market value is not considered, but face value is considered for dividend. Remember that. Number one. Second important point. I hope you are writing it on the rough pages. So it is declared on face value. Now, Rishita, how many lots we have?
सर 4.
4. एक ओरिजिनल कितने शेयर्स का था बेटा?
25,000.
25,000. Then additions?
5,000.
5,000. Then bonus?
Bonus 5,000.
5,000. And right shares?
10,000.
Actually 15,000. But out of that, 10,000 is only considered. 5,000 you sold. जिसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं अकाउंटिंग भाषा में?
Renouncement.
Renounce. Everything is clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
You are doing it for the first time or second time?
So first time.
Still you are getting it.
Yeah.
अरे वाह, very good. कहाँ से हो?
Sir, Uttarakhand.
Okay. So Rishita, now rupees 10 into 20% you will get on these shares also.
Yes, sir.
5,000 into 10 into 20%.
Yes,
Should I
sir.
write it as 2 rupees dividend?
Yeah.
Bonus shares भी 2 rupees मिलेगा.
No, sir, there is no dividend on bonus and right issue.
हाँ. So there is no dividend on bonus and right issue. Specifically mentioned. Sir, if nothing is mentioned, write down sentence. In exam, you will get marks for that. Bonus shares and right shares are not entitled for dividend. You only give note in the exam and you will get this marks. Okay? If nothing is mentioned. You can assume bonus shares and right shares are also eligible for dividend. It's your assumption. But what is the correct assumption?
That it is not given.
Bonus and right shares are not eligible for dividend. Correct? How much
Yes.
dividend you are getting, beta?
So for
50,000.
25,000, 50,000 and 10,000.
Okay. Acha. Tell me, from the opening, 25,000 shares are with you
Yes, sir.
in last year also. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
And he is a current year maybe shareholder.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. For 5,000 shares, whether he is shareholder in the last year, beta.
No, sir.
Why?
So because he
He acquired it
purchased
now.
those.
He acquired it now. Okay. He purchased those shares now. So he's not the shareholder in the last year. But he is a shareholder in the current year. Still, he is eligible for dividend.
Yes, sir.
And he is also eligible for dividend.
Yes, sir.
Why both of them are eligible for dividend? Because they are shareholder on cutoff date. When cutoff date means when company announces dividend. Cutoff date means when company announces dividend. On that 2 day, both shareholders 50,000. He is only the shareholder. He is existing shareholder for 25,000 shares plus 5,000 shares. But 25,000 shares are from last year and 5,000 we bought it in the current year.
Current year.
Now, beta, when AS13 says if you are not a shareholder in the last year, but you are shareholder in the cutoff date, on the cutoff date, and if you acquired, if you have that dividend is what? Dividend is why dividend company gives dividend?
Sir, on
Because
profit.
company earns profit. When they are declaring dividend, see, dividend is declared of 1st April to 31st March in AGM. And when AGM is held in next year. Okay. And in AGM, cutoff date is decided. And on that cutoff date, dividend will be paid by the company. See this scenario. Company earns profit in the last year. Then your books are getting audited. Statutory audit will be done. After that, AGM will be taken. In AGM, cutoff date will be decided. And on that date, dividend is paid to shareholders, not the shareholders in the last year, but shareholders who are shareholders on the cutoff date. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
कंपनी पहले प्रॉफिट अर्न करेगी. कौन से साल में अर्न किया? पिछले साल
Previous year.
में. फिर उसके बाद क्या होगा बेटा?
AGM
ऑडिट
meeting.
होगा. ऑडिट होगा पहले. ऑडिट में प्रॉफिट फाइनल होगा, फिर एजीएम होगा. एजीएम में क्या डिसाइड होगा?
Cut off date.
कट ऑफ डेट. कट ऑफ डेट बाद में आएगी. ये कट ऑफ डेट पे जितने भी शेयर होल्डर्स होंगे, ये सबको डिविडेंड मिलेगा. अभी मुझे एक बात बताइए, कुछ शेयर होल्डर पिछले साल भी रहेंगे, इस साल भी रहेंगे. पर कुछ शेयर होल्डर पिछले साल नहीं रहेंगे, कुछ शेयर्स, फिर भी उनको डिविडेंड मिलेगा। क्यों डिविडेंड मिलेगा?
क्योंकि वो कट ऑफ डेट पे शेयर होल्डर।
हाँ, कट ऑफ डेट पे वो शेयर्स मेरे पास थे। ऐसा ही सिचुएशन यहां पे भी हुआ। अभी मुझे बताओ, दोनों सिचुएशन अलग अलग है कि नहीं?
यस सर।
बोथ सिचुएशंस आर डिफरेंट. So S13 says it will be your profit. What will be your profit? If you are a shareholder in the last year and you are a shareholder on cut-off date also, then only it's your profit. Because you are shareholder in the year of profit. When company earns profit, you were shareholder. But in case of 5,000 lot, you were not there in the last year. But you are the shareholder on the cut-off date. And therefore, this amount which you received is not your profit, but it is deducted from your cost of investment. Because it's not, you cannot call it as profit. You can call it as, I reduced my investment. I got my dividend. I bought these shares. I bought these shares at what value? Second lot कितने में लिया था बेटा? 80,000. I bought this at 16 rupees. But my dear students, 2 rupees I'm getting dividend, and this dividend is reducing my cost. So for me, amount of these shares is not 16, but amount of these shares is only 14.
14.
And here I bought it at 15. But I cannot reduce it as 2 because for first lot, it is not reduction from my cost. It will be recorded as my profit.
Profit.
And this concept is called as, in technical language, इसको हम लोग बुलाते हैं, क्या बुलाते हैं बेटा? कुछ आइडिया है आपको?
No sir.
It is called as post acquisition profit. Which profit? Which is in the last year also I was the shareholder, and in current year when shares are declared, dividend is declared, I am a shareholder. So in both years if I am there, it is called as post acquisition dividend. So दूसरा, on 5,000 shares के ऊपर के dividend को क्या बोलेंगे बेटा?
Post acquisition
नहीं
dividend.
नहीं नहीं, that is on 10,000 shares, 25,000 shares. पर 5,000 shares को क्या बोलेंगे? प्री एक्विजिशन डिविडेंड. क्या बोलते हैं? प्री एक्विजिशन डिविडेंड रिलेटेड टू व्हेन आई वाज नॉट द शेयर होल्डर, प्री एक्विजिशन. तो उसमें से डिविडेंड आया, और मैंने शेयर लेने के बाद वो साल में मैं शेयर होल्डर था और मुझे डिविडेंड मिला, तो उसको बोलते हैं पोस्ट एक्विजिशन डिविडेंड. गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट?
यस सर.
पोस्ट एक्विजिशन डिविडेंड को किधर ट्रांसफर करना है?
P&L.
P&L में. प्री एक्विजिशन डिविडेंड को क्या करना है?
डिडक्ट करना है कॉस्ट से.
डिडक्ट करना है कॉस्ट से. अच्छे से समझा कॉन्सेप्ट?
यस सर.
Yes. So here, what I have done, I received dividend of 2 rupees on first lot and second lot. उसमें से P&L में कितना गया बेटा?
5,000 का into 10 into 20%, that is 10,000.
5,000?
No. 150,000, sorry. No, 50,000.
25,000 पे 2 रुपया.
Yes sir.
एंड 5,000 का 2 रुपया आपने क्या किया?
Investment account, cost से minus.
कॉस्ट से माइनस किया. नाउ हाउ मेनी शेयर्स यू हैव टोटल?
45,000.
And what is the cost? Now it is not 80,000. 80,000 will be replaced by
70,000.
70,000. You got this?
Yes sir.
So what is my cost? 5,95,000
595.
divided by 45. So one share is costing me It is called as weighted average concept. 5,95,000 में 45,000 shares. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, out of 45,000, I sold how many shares?
25,000
So I retain.
or 10,000, 20,000.
क्या कर रही हो बेटा?
Sorry, sir.
20,000 I retain. Nervous मत होइए. So 25,000 shares I sold it at yes beta, I sold it at premium of 5 per share. So I sold it at कितना रुपया?
15.
15 rupees. At a premium of 5 means I sold it at 15 rupees. So what is my selling price?
375,000.
This is a sales value. And 15 rupees मतलब एक शेयर का मेरा कॉस्ट कितना है?
13.22.
No, 13.222222. So I'm in the profit of 1.7778. I will take up to 4 digits of one share. So how many shares? 25,000. So I'm in profit of कितना profit हुआ मुझे? 44,444. क्या कितना profit हुआ बेटा?
44,444.
And I will record shares at average cost. तो बचे हुए 20,000 shares I will record at 13.222222. So my value will be 2,64,444. 2,64,444. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
Now, beta, whether this accounting is allowed in exam?
No.
No. So we'll do it in the
Investment account.
हाँ वाह 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 अभी इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट. नो यू ओनली टेल मी. देख बेटा अभी मुझे बता. स्टार्टिंग में कितने शेयर्स थे?
25,000.
Particulars, date is important. Number of shares rupees. Number of shares rupees. Particulars, number of shares and rupees. How many shares I have?
25,000.
Two balance brought down. 25,000. What is the cost?
3,75,000.
3,75,000. Correct. Then I bought how many shares?
5,000.
5,000. At what price?
16.
So I have to record it at 80,000.
80,000.
But 10,000 I will record on the credit side, no?
Yes, sir.
But afterwards, this is called as buy pre-acquisition dividend. But don't write it in number of shares column. Huh?
Okay,
Don't
sir.
write it in number of shares. When you will write in number of shares, when you will buy and when you will sell. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Then you will have bonus shares. How many bonus shares you have?
5,000.
5,000. What is the value?
0.
0. Then right shares. Right shares वैसे तो 15,000 है. But are you going to maintain 15,000 or 10,000?
10,000.
Because remaining is right sold. 1,50,000. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Then I will sell that right. I will sell some shares. How many shares I sold?
25,000.
25,000. At what price?
15.
3,75,000. But immediately I will cancel
Profit.
profit on the debit side. How much?
44,444.
44,444. And I will left with
Balance 20,000.
20,000. And how much is the balance?
264,444.
And how you calculated 264,444? 375 plus 80 plus 150
150.
minus
Minus
10 divided by
45,000.
25,000 shares, 5,000 plus 5,000 plus 10,000. 3 zeros I left with. So one share is costing me rupees 13.2222. Easy?
Yes, sir.
And what about P&L? बेटा P&L में क्या क्या जाएगा? Buy, right, sold. How many shares you sold?
25,000.
5,000. Right.
Okay. Yes, sir.
At 2 rupees to Shekhar.
10,000.
10,000. And which dividend you will record it in the P&L? Pre or post?
Pre. No, sir, post.
Pre तो ऊपर record किया ना बेटा.
Post.
Post. Post means which shares बेटा? Already जो थे वो अब भी लिए वो. Already
जो पहले
or
से थे.
now acquired?
Sir, before.
25,000. Correct ना?
Yes, sir, 50,000.
हाँ. And what is the next profit I earn from selling shares?
44,444.
And therefore it will be to balance carried down or to net profit transferred to P&L. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
So this is how your investment account look like. So what are the new concept that you understood? One is of, let's make a summary, right shares. How many options you have for right shares? किधर गई रिशिता?
Hello.
हाँ. राइट
Yes,
शेयर्स
sir.
के कितने ऑप्शंस है?
Right share 2.
हाँ. वन इज
Sold.
सब्सक्राइब
Yeah.
एंड सोल्ड. सब्सक्राइब किया तो किधर आएगा?
Investment.
इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट. एंड सोल्ड किया तो P&L में ना.
Sold cost में. हाँ.
क्या कर रही हो? कॉस्ट में कहां से आया?
P&L, sir.
15,000, 10,000 you will add it in investment account, and 5,000 you sold it for 2 rupees. And there is exception when come right and X right. So exception investment account में कब आएगा? If your intention is to have right shares issue and your investment goes down, that is TYK 9, खत्म. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Then second one, right shares के बाद, what is the second one बेटा? Dividend. Dividend are divided in two parts, post and pre. Post
Pre.
means you are shareholder in last
Previous
year,
year.
last year also and current year
Current
also.
year.
But pre में क्या होगा?
Sir, only of current year.
हाँ. And this dividend, post acquisition dividend को किधर ट्रांसफर करते हो आप?
P&L.
P&L में. और इसको किधर ट्रांसफर करते हो?
इन्वेस्टमेंट में या कॉस्ट से डिडक्ट?
हाँ, इन्वेस्टमेंट के क्रेडिट में.
यस सर.
कॉस्ट को माइनस करना मतलब ही इन्वेस्टमेंट को क्रेडिट करना.
यस सर.
So these are two treatments that you understood today. And bonus shares is free of cost. And when you calculate sales value, when you calculate profit or loss, when you will sell your shares, and which concept you will use for cost, how you calculated, which concept you use for calculation of cost? Weighted average. Weighted average you calculated, no?
Yes, sir.
And then you will calculate the profit or loss. If profit is there on the debit side of investment account and loss will be there,
credit.
Loss will be in the bracket. Sale value is greater than cost, profit. Sales value is less than cost, loss.
Loss.
बेटा इससे ज्यादा मैं आपको नहीं समझा सकता. होमवर्क 1, 2 नहीं, 1 नहीं, 2 नहीं. हाँ, 2 is homework. 1 also you can do first also homework. 4 homework. 6 homework. We have done 6. 7 you can do. 8 you can do. So 6, 7, 8. कौन से होमवर्क है बेटा? 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So can I mute?
एक सेकंड, ये स्क्रीनशॉट होने के बाद बोले.
ओके सर.
हाँ, 6 हो गया था ना हमारा बेटा?
यस सर.
चलो, टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ 6. एक सेकंड. स्क्रीनशॉट 1.
डन.
6. इंडेक्स छोड़ना. इंडेक्स का पहले इंडेक्स का ले लो. एक सेकंड, पहले इंडेक्स का ले लो. इंडेक्स 2 3 कल देता हूं मैं। इंडेक्स 3 पेजेस ले लिया ना, इंडेक्स 3 पेजेस, फिर इंडेक्स का रहने दो। ये ले लिया ना बेटा,
Yes, sir.
स्क्रीनशॉट 1। और उसके बाद कौन सा क्वेश्चन किया?
9.
9th का ले लीजिए। अच्छा, 7 और 8 का आंसर का ये ले लीजिए, बट यू फर्स्ट सॉल्व इट एंड देन कॉपी इट। You will get these answers. It's very simple. Screenshot 2, but
Done.
first you solve it, 7 and 8.
Okay, sir.
3.
Done, sir.
Most important question, 4.
Done, sir.
And working notes, mandatory working notes. 5.
Done,
Okay.
sir.
PYK 9 also you can write. 6.
Done, sir.
TYK 10. 1 minute. Screenshot number क्या था?
7.
7. Take a screenshot. 10 भी करना है आपको by own and then check the answer.
Okay, sir.
8.
Done, sir.
9.
Done, sir.
13 करना। स्क्रीनशॉट नंबर
10.
10। 13 एक TY के करना।
Done, sir. Done, sir.
ओके। सो कैसा था आज का चैप्टर बेटा, आपको क्या लगा? ओवरऑल फीडबैक, इजी
So
डिफिकल्ट?
before I thought it was difficult, but afterward it was easy.
इजी था।
Yes, sir.
सो आज पहले जैसे ही क्लास खत्म होगा, व्हाट यू हैव टू रिवाइज? फर्स्ट रिवाइज राइट शेयर्स
Yes, sir.
and then revise pre-acquisition and post-acquisition dividend. And in case of sale, you will follow which method?
Weighted average.
Weighted average for calculation of cost. Do not use FIFO method. FIFO method, I will tell you it in the next session in debentures. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed the session. और आज का सेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था। कल परसों we are going to solve some illustrations on this. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.